welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals have battled back and made it to 500. And now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the 49ers going up against the Cardinals. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together? They've got to find some inspiration somewhere that can lead them to a victory.
Tyler Lockett now with the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. Play fake here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. But if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run the option left. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And the D looking like they may blitz. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Eric Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Cardinals. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, 49ers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. One quarter down, 14-10 the score. Back to Glendale. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now we get a look at the captain of this. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go.
3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And that will be incomplete as well.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow. And now it's blocked. And all the it's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Lockett, the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Looking to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report.
And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er defense now heading back out there. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Finding time. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now. Charles, what do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan, but they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver, 58 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got him with the lead. Back to throw now on 1st down, and it's incomplete.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short game.
Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 59 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play clock winding down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Here we go on 1st and 15.
Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Here we go now. Green, 39!
And now they'll run it here off tackle. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye.
Detroit! Gone!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win 1 every now and then.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They're going to look to throw.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there. as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Deep drop. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Let's go! Green, 39! 56! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chip Kelly trying to push the envelope here, but it doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Over. Back 99 Philly. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Set, 3-19. Gun. Detroit.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. Tyler Lockett. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
And, partner, that's exactly how you become a Pro Bowl return man. Doesn't matter whether it's a kickoff, a punt return. Tyler Lockett can take it to the house. What was it? He and Dwayne Harris of the Giants in 2016?
Yeah,
the only 2, right?
They return both a kickoff and a punt return, and we see more of his electricity there. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done Slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver, 40 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
and he lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Can't find anyone open. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
He certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe someone will ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but